about getting happy and getting that mental health up to the top, you know what I'm saying? Because we can't be out here at the bottom. We can't be feeling bad about ourselves and not thriving and succeeding and elevating. I am here to help you, Allie Renee, your bigger sister, your friend, yo tech girl that just be on your For You page every single day because she posts so much. You get the gist of it, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, excuse me. Ooh, excuse me again. Oh my gosh, that keto cereal that I was just smacking on is getting to me. First and foremost, take care of yourself. Eat better, get active, get good sleep. That's self-explanatory. Like literally, exercise creates a chemical change in your brain. Runner's high, or you notice you feel better when you exercise. Let me ask you this. Have you ever regretted working out? Think about it. Have you ever went to the gym and regretted going? No. When I eat bad foods, I feel sluggish. Even though I'm craving them, you have to think of how you're gonna feel afterwards. Like, yeah, sometimes indulge in your cake or whatever, but like, if you're constantly eating bad, knowing you're gonna feel bad afterwards, why do you keep doing that to yourself? Love yourself, love yourself. Number two, I would say social time. If you're constantly isolating yourself, that's not good for your mental health. Like, I get it if you're an introvert. We all need to exercise our social abilities and be around people to prevent that loneliness feeling. So even if you only have like 1 or 2 friends, make time to be social. Like, don't get too caught up in life to where you're never social with anybody, because it's gonna catch up to you. You need to have that human-to-human interaction. And I don't mean FaceTime, I don't mean on the phone, but if that's all you can do, then yeah, hop on the phone, do what you can do, but make sure you make time to be social. And if it's going to Walmart and socializing with the lady in front of you that has a cart full that's gonna take 20 minutes to scan. But it's okay, now you can have a 20-minute conversation, you know what I'm saying? Optimism, okay. Next is finding a new hobby or a new skill. We can get so caught up in life and grinding and working, like we don't have something that we like to do for fun. For me, it's boxing. Like, apart from it being a great workout, it's a hobby, and I love to get better at it. When you're boxing, you're constantly learning new skills, new combos, and you feel that sense of purpose and that sense of achievement. Because work can sometimes feel like a chore, which it is. We have to work to live, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, have that thing that it's not like a pressure on you that you have to do, that you have to live up to. Rather, it's something that you're doing for fun, that you're doing to get better at. And you'll feel like cool, and it's like, oh, I got so good at this. Like, it's a new skill, it's a new talent. My next thing is connecting with people of the same interests or same beliefs. This goes back to socializing. For instance, at church, you might have connect groups. It's easy to connect with them on that level because you guys share that belief. You know, if there's skateboarders, if you like skateboarding, go to a skate park and connect with those people. You don't want to be pulled into the wrong group. It's very easy to get pulled. It might lead to things that you don't want to be a part of, ultimately bring you down. So you want to make sure that you're surrounding yourself around the right people. Next tip is to have resets. Actually, something I just learned. Actually, my trainer told me about this. Like, sometimes we get so stuck in grind mode, at least speaking from my experience, that you never take breaks. Like, one day you're ultimately gonna lose motivation because you're doing the same thing every single day. The point to where it's like you never have that reward, you never have that satisfaction. There's things that we're gonna be working for a long time, and we're not gonna see the reward for a long time. So we lose that motivation, but you need those resets sometimes. Like, take a weekend, go on vacation, take a couple days and just rest. Just do you. Have a you day. I like to have Allie days sometimes. Like, I'll pick a random day out of the month and just have an Allie day. Do whatever I want. Go get a facial. Go get my nails done. Go shopping. Just reset. Or go home. Like, I like to go home and see my family for a little bit. That's like my reset. I come back and I'm back on grind mode. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Because I've lost my drive before. I've lost my motivation. You have to get back on track. You got to learn to get back up. But that's why I realized I do need those resets. My next tip is to set smaller goals. When you're constantly setting huge goals that can be really hard to achieve, or it's like something that's gonna be in the long run, it's really hard to stay on track and stay motivated and keep the optimistic mind about things, because you're not really achieving anything and you don't get that satisfaction. But when you set small goals and small habits, it leads to the bigger rewards. Like today, I'm gonna set a small goal of calling a family member today. And then tomorrow, my small goal is to get in an hour workout. My next small goal is to give 10 compliments today. And they build upon each other and they become habits. And that's how you reach those bigger long-term goals. That can go more into depth in another video, but that can ultimately help you feel better about yourself. You feel like you're accomplishing something instead of feeling like a failure. Next tip is doing things for others, being nice to others, being giving. When I'm nice to somebody and I make someone feel better, it makes me feel better about myself. Really great feeling when you know that you made somebody's day. It doesn't hurt to give somebody a compliment. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know how their day's been. If they're having one of the worst days of their life, your compliment may just make up their whole day. And it's like seeing that bright smile on somebody's face can make you happy. Give it a try. The energy you put out, you're gonna get back. So it's like if you're constantly putting out negative energy, you're gonna get negative energy back. You gotta find that balance of, you know, being kind to yourself and being kind to others. And it's all gonna work out, it's all gonna work out. Next is sit and think about all the good in your life sometimes. We are always focused on what we don't have, what's not going right, but we don't sit and think about all the blessings we do have. Like, let me put this into perspective. Do you have both of your arms? You know, there's some people that are missing an arm or missing a limb. God bless to those who, you know, are missing those things. Or like, can you hear, can you see? Those are huge blessings. You speak, do you have teeth in your mouth? Are you able to run? Are you able to write? Were you blessed with the opportunity to go to school? You have to sit and realize all the blessings you do have instead of focusing on all the bad. Because ultimately, when you're focusing on the negative parts of your life, you're gonna feel negative. And you're not gonna get anything done. If you need to write it down, if you need to verbalize it and say it out loud, just think of all the things you do have. Oh, I'm blessed for my health. My health is a blessing. I have a roof over my head. Some people are living homeless. I have food. I ate a meal today. Some people aren't eating meals. Like, you have to realize that you really are blessed, but you gotta really think about those things. Like, kind of ties into being mindful of the present moment. You cannot change the past. So while you're worrying about the past, it's affecting your future. Worrying about the past does absolutely nothing for you. You need to put that thought about the past in your booty, because we don't need to be worried about that. Focus on the present. All right, if something bad happened to you, what am I gonna do in this moment so this does not happen again? Learn the lesson and move forward. I know it's easier said than done, but you really have to take that into account and not worry about the past, because that will do absolutely nothing for you. Zero, nada. If you're like not forgiving yourself for something, again, you can't change the past. All you can change is who you are right now, and change what you do so that doesn't happen in the future. Instead of speaking bad about yourself and being mad at yourself for what you did, speak life into yourself and be like, I'm not that person that I was yesterday. Something that we all have the opportunity to do is change. Any single moment, you can make the choice to change. You can change at any moment of your life. That is a blessing. So who you were yesterday, that's not who you are today. Who they thought you were yesterday, that's not who you are today, because you have every opportunity to change. And you're going to speak life into yourself, and you're going to speak nice things to yourself, and you're going to move forward, and you're going to elevate and become the best you that you can be, okay? Okay? Play no games. My next tip is practice saying no and practice setting boundaries. Even I struggle with, some people are too kind and too giving, and some people will just take and take and take until you've had enough, until you can't give no more. And it's like, until you break down, until you explode. Some people don't know how to stop taking. And unfortunately, we can't do anything about that except learn how to set boundaries and say no. People won't respect you if you just let them walk all over you like a doormat. If you're constantly just like bending backwards and breaking your whole spine for people, There's some people who will take advantage of that, and it sucks. It's really unfortunate that people are like that, but you know, don't change who you are, but change who, you know, breaking your back for you. You got to put yourself first. My next step is share your feelings. Don't hold in your emotions. Holding in our emotions so we don't come off as emotional, if we're seeking for attention, that's only going to do you dirty. You holding your emotions so much to the point, one day you're just going to explode, and it's going to be a bad scene. I speak from experience. I grew up around boys. I'm the only girl of all boys, and it's like if you cry, you're a baby. I hated being called a baby. Like, that was the biggest insult. If you call me a baby, that's the #1 way to make me mad. I've always held in my emotions, and I didn't want to tell anybody because I didn't want to come off as like emotional or a crybaby or whatever. But it's like, you have to learn to express those emotions, and you need those people in your life who are going to listen. And that ties back to having the right circle around you, because you need people who are going to listen to you and really talk to you about your emotions, and not the people that, you know, you talk to and then they just talk about, oh yeah, I feel this way. This happened to me, and you're not feeling as bad as I am. Like, you need people who are actually going to listen and give you advice, not talk about themselves. Because we all know that there's someone like that in our lives, that every time you talk about your issues, somehow it turns into their issues and they're depressed. If you don't have those people, maybe get a therapist or speak it out loud in the mirror or write it down. Get those emotions out. Do not bottle them in, because in the end, they're all going to come out at once and it's not going to be fun. My last tip is looking for the positive in every situation. Every situation, there's something good. You just have to find it, and you have to seek it, count and focus on that rather than the bad part. Whether it's a lesson learned, whether it's someone's out of your life, you know, maybe there's a breakup. Well, the good thing is you learned a lot. Maybe that person wasn't meant to be in your life. So be thankful that, you know, it ended, and now you have the opportunity to meet who's really meant to be in your life. Maybe you didn't get a certain job. Well, maybe there's a different job that's coming that's better for you. You know, be thankful that you didn't get that job, because now you have an opportunity to get an even better job. Have a positive outlook in every situation. You know, this sucks, but look what I learned. What I'm saying? So those are my tips on improving your mental health. Your mental health helps and ties into everything in life, your work ethic, how you treat other people, how you treat yourself. So it's really important to focus on that. Make sure that you're improving your mental health every single day. Practice it, meditate, whatever you do. Every morning, start your morning off, tell yourself good things, remind yourself what things you love about yourself and love about your life and all the blessings you do have. And I hope you guys stay blessed and stay happy. Love y'all.